Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday the 9th of August 2021. Today's Millwall news. We're going to start off with the Loanwatch every Monday. News that then do this roundup of how Millwall's young players who are out on loan, how they do. And this is how they did do. This is from News at 10, as I said. So perfect start for winger at Hartlepool United as defender makes Saints' debut. Hayden Muller made his debut for St Johnstone in their 1-1 Scottish Premiership draw at home to Motherwell on Saturday. Muller, 19, played the full game on the right side of back three as Tony Watt levelled 10 minutes from time after Stephen O'Donnell's 34th minute own goal. Callum Davidson's Saints are on 2 points after 2 games. They host Galatasaray on Thursday in the second leg of the Europa League third qualifying round with a score at 1-1. In League 2, Tyler Burey made the perfect start to his Hartlepool United career when he crossed for Gavin Houlihan, scoring in the 88th minute in their 1-0 win at home to Crawley Town. Burey, who had came on in the 61st minute, missed a chance from Luke Molyneux's cross before he got his assist as Hartlepool won on the opening day after their promotion through the National League playoffs last season. It was a brilliant day for the club, for the supporters, and it was important we sent them away happy, Paul's boss Dave Challoner said. We managed to do that, and I'd have taken that. I thought we started the game really well. We should have scored after 10 seconds, 20 minutes, and for 25 we were really good. Then we showed some bad decisions in possession and gave them a leg up. The second half wasn't a great spectacle. We defended a bit deep. You make substitutes to try and snatch the game late on. It was tight. And we've got a goal, a scrappy goal or a good goal makes no difference. We are off the mark, 3 points and a clean sheet, lots of promise as well, and a special occasion becomes a memorable one with that goal. So there you go. So Hayden Muller and Tyler Burey getting involved, and let's have a look a bit further. So Hayden Muller, I actually saw this. If you want to see it yourself, you can go. So BBC iPlayer. These days you got to sign in, register, get an account or whatever. So I'm not logged in on this computer, but I am on my phone, so I can't really pull it up. But this is the header for it, the thumbnail. This one here, 8 for the 8th. And if you go to the 44th minute, you can see the highlights of the game of St Johnstone versus Motherwell. And literally Hayden Muller was involved in nearly every highlight that they had up there at both ends of the table, both ends of the pitch. Now, just looking at our highlights and not really seeing any of the game, he had his moments. There were some moments as well where maybe he might get called out on. There were a couple of times he got a bit frustrated with his teammates. He was throwing his hands up, having a moan. And from one attack, when Motherwell scored their goal in about the 80th minute, it was from the substitute who came on. Now you see it's a St Johnstone attack, and then they counter, Motherwell counter, and Hayden Muller's trying to get back, but maybe he could be running quicker, but it's the 80th minute. I mean, he's probably gassed out, so he's going back a bit slowly, but it's not his fault. Well, hopefully everyone else will see that and say it's not his fault. I don't think it was his fault. And then what happened was, so Motherwell played it forward down to the right hand channel, and for some reason the St Johnstone defenders or whoever was back, they sort of all three of them went over to the one guy that had the ball. I have no idea why they all ran towards the ball. It leaves a massive gap in the middle of the St Johnstone area, and then the guy just kicked it into the gap, and then the substitute Tony Watt was there, and he just whacked it in. He had a free shot because literally all the St Johnstone players were back. All three of them went over. They were ball watching, and they went to where the ball was. It was absolute. None of them picked up the run of Tony Watt. And you could see Hayden Muller in the highlights. He was just kind of jogging back, so maybe he might get a bit of stick for that. But he was involved in the goal where where St Johnstone scored. They forced the Motherwell defender to knock into his own goal with a header, and he was involved in like throwing himself in for another free kick, and he kind of like whacked into the post. So it's really interesting if you want to watch that on Sports Scene on BBC iPlayer from the 44th minute. You can see Hayden Muller being involved in both ends there. He did okay. You can see here. So this is from WhoScored.com. He's rating 6.62. Not the best. The other defender got higher scores than him. You can see here. So he had 2 shots on target. He had 2 shots. One was on target. Pass accuracy of 78.6. So actually, quite high there. Let's have a look and see how high that was. So they're third best passing accuracy of St Johnstone on that day. He won 3 aerials. He had 68 touches, so he had a lot of involvement in the game. Like second most touches for St Johnstone. He was heavily involved in that game. Moving on to, let's see what he did here. I'm just going to run through this very quickly. He had 1 dribble. He had 2 unscheduled touches, which is basically poor ball control. That's not too good there. Second highest. Maybe a bit of needs a bit of time to get into it. So you can see here, total tackles 1, interceptions 1, clearances 2, but the other 2 defenders, Jamie McCart and Liam Gordon, they had 7 clearances, both of them. Fouls, he didn't give away any fouls, so that's good. And just moving quickly on to passing. So 42 passes, 78% accuracy, 1 cross that wasn't accurate, 7 long balls, 4 of them were accurate. That's not bad, but just over half. Yeah, so there you go. Pretty decent start, but room for improvement definitely. So like I said, if you want to watch that, you can watch it in this program here, BBC iPlayer, BBC Scotland. It's a 74-minute program from the 44th minute. Pick it up there, and you'll see what you need to see. Moving on now quickly to Tyler Burey, and now he got on. So he came on as a substitute in the 60th minute. You can see here. So he got 30 minutes in the game, and again, very, very good, very, very good. He set up the winner. They weren't really doing much. I think I had a look at the shot statistic. Crawley did nothing. Crawley, they had like 2 shots on goal, so they were definitely there trying to just park the bus for some reason, not going forward. Even though Hartlepool were the team that came up from the National League last season, and Crawley, they just really didn't really do anything in this game, just trying to defend. So you can see here, so 2 shots, 0 were on target, 1 key pass, a passing accuracy of 83.3, which is very high. I think that might be top of the pops. But remember, he only had 30 minutes on the pitch. So the geezer there, number 2, he had 85 minutes on the pitch, and he's the next highest. And then there's a big, massive drop off. So that's a sign of quality player there for that level, definitely. With the players he's playing against, he's to come top of that. 20 touches. So there you go. So 6.89, quite high. How high is that? It's number 6, the 6th best player of Hartlepool, and he was only on the pitch for 30 minutes, so not bad. So quickly, let's run through this offense. Where's he gone? Let's sort it by this, so we can actually see it. So yeah, 1 key pass, 1 dribble, 1 foul, 1 offsides, 2 unscheduled touches. So that's poor ball control again. You got the A, that's the assist. Defensively, not really involved in any defensive stuff. 2 tackles and 1 foul he gave away. Passing wise, let's have a look. Yeah, not really much. So he had 1 accurate cross, so 2 crosses, 1 of them was accurate, and that would have been the assist. So there you go. 1 key pass, 6 passes, 83.3% accuracy. And there you go, he set up the winning goal. And what a debut that is for him. What a debut that is. So he obviously won't be involved in. He's on loan, so he won't be involved in the cup tie for Millwall. So let's find out who will be. It's Gary Rowett. This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk, which is South London Press's online website. So Gary Rowett gives an answer on how strong Millwall set to go for EFL Cup tie against Portsmouth. Gary Rowett is not intending to make wholesale challenges for Millwall's EFL Cup tie against Portsmouth on Tuesday night. The Lions opened their campaign with a 1-1 draw at QPR on Saturday, and next up they welcome League One opposition to the Den. Millwall's pre-season had a degree of disruption due to injuries and players following COVID-19 protocols, and Rowett admitted that some of his squad will need to go again to boost their match sharpness ahead of Saturday's home match against Blackburn. Asked about the cup tie, the Millwall manager replied, "It's quite a difficult one this season. It's our first game in front of our home fans. I appreciate it won't be packed out in a full house because you can't expect the fans to all come for these type of games. We want to put a strong side out. The more I think about these types of games, people talk about the fact that you don't want to get injuries, and I understand that, but you're one game into the squad, into the season. There will be players who need the minutes. There are going to be players who need to go out there and go again to be even better on the Saturday. And there are going to be players we can maybe take them out and not affect the energy and performance of the team. I don't think I'll make too many changes, but at the same time, we'll have a little look at today and see what we need and what we have to do." So there you go. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there. I will be there. I'm really looking forward to it. There's a lot of surprisingly, there's quite a few seats still available. I think a lot of people are considering rocking up on a day, which you can do. Is not all ticket. You do not need to buy a ticket in advance. You can rock up after kickoff and buy a ticket to get in. Just turn up, buy a ticket, get yourself in there. There's a lot of seats in the Docker stand, I believe. CBL less so, and in the West up at the ends there's still block 1 and block 6 still a few seats available. There's no COVID protocol. They're asking if you could wear a mask, but you don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to have a negative test. You don't have to have a vaccine passport. There's nothing. It really is back to normal. You just rock up and get in there. The only difference is you cannot pay cash at the facilities when you're buying your beer and your chips. You have to use a card. That's the only difference. That's the new normal, whatever they're calling that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and it seems Gary Rowett's putting out a strong side. I believe John Berylson said he's going to be at this game, so I'd imagine Gary Rowett wants to impress Mr. Chairman. So one player who may or may not be involved is Jake Cooper. So Millwall defender Jake Cooper, not yet ruled out for return to the Den for Carabao Cup against Portsmouth tomorrow. This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk. It says Millwall defender Jake Cooper is hoping to play a part when fans return to the Den tomorrow. The centre-back is hoping a back issue will straighten out in time for the home Carabao Cup tie against Portsmouth, as thousands of supporters are expected to come back to SC16 for the game. One thing is, Portsmouth have sold out of their allocation. So the away stands will be packed out. The 26-year-old has been rehabbing a dislocated shoulder injury towards the end of last season, but could not take part in Saturday's 1-1 draw at QPR because of the back problem. He has had an anti-inflammatory injection, but it did not work quickly enough for the season opener. Boss Garras said, "Coops wants to train, so we won't rule it out. He will certainly want to be available, but I think it's unlikely we'll play, but we have to be sensible. I will probably find it hard to name him for the squad. We might have to wait another 24 hours before making a decision to see how he reacts to training. He felt good after the injection. It feels a lot freer." He said, "We did not want it to become chronic, so that was good to hear." It is good to hear. I'm looking forward to it. Whoever plays, and if you do go tomorrow, or even if you don't go tomorrow, you can get the program will also fold out to be this wall planner, which has all the games marked on it, I think. Let's see if I can zoom in there. So there you go. It's a calendar with all the games marked up. Yeah, and so the Mills Matchday program will return to its former glory this Saturday, but for just £2, supporters can purchase Tuesday night's issue, which doubles up as a 21-22 wall planner. The Lions take on Portsmouth in the first round of the Carabao Cup, with a 16-page program on sale, one which opens out into a 21-22 calendar. The program will be on sale around the ground before kickoff, but if you would like it delivered to your door, click here to purchase via Curtis Sports. So you can click on this link and buy it from the company that publishes the program, and you get it direct and get it mailed to your house. If you're not going to the game, you can still get it. And if you want another one that you can actually use and write on and that, there you go. And so programs tomorrow, you can pay cash. You will be able to pay cash to get this program. That's not cashless yet. So there you go. Moving on now to the last story of today's video, which is this little thing that popped up. So Tuesday afternoon, Millwall under 23s are playing a friendly, in quotes, against West Ham United under 23s. So this is going to be an away game. West Ham United's development squad face their final pre-season test on Tuesday afternoon as they take on London rivals Millwall under 23s at Rush Green Stadium in a behind closed doors fixture. Now, that's not how their training ground, that's an actual stadium, so maybe you might be able to have a little look, get in there or look through the outside. I don't know. The young Hammers are likely to give their all in their final game with one eye on the Premier League 2 season opening on Monday. So yeah, next week their season starts. Next week our season starts. I think it's Tuesday the 17th against Crew. We've got Crew at home. Still waiting to see if that'll be a game at the Den that fans could go to. Maybe not. You don't know. And then it's all about West Ham, really, this story. So the opposition, given that Tuesday marks a behind closed doors pre-season fixture, the historical East End rivalry of the first team matches between West Ham and Millwall is likely to be put aside. The young Lions will still need to be at the top of the game, however, to manage visiting Lions, whose academy promoted the likes of Billy Mitchell, Tyler Burey and Hayden Muller last season, the former first team regular, the latter two now on loan to senior clubs. Millwall have an excellent historical reputation for doing so, of course, with club legend and record appearance holder, the late great Barry Kitchener, part of Millwall's academy. Other players who have enjoyed time with the Lions youth sub include former Manchester United and England defender Chris Smalling, current Crystal Palace playmaker Appreciate Easy, and serial trophy winner and future West Ham star Teddy Sheringham. Fast forward to the modern day, Millwall under 23s led by the manager Kevin Nugent finished last season in 6th place. They have shown they have grander intentions this time around over by recording 3 wins from 4 games in pre-season, including a 2-1 victory over 7th tier Royston Town on Friday evening. New signing Seb Droz, the 30s tile 18-year-old forward who has recently joined from the Isthmian League side Uxbridge, will be out to impress while keeping an eye out for tough tackling 20-year-old defender and captain Dan Moss, new professional centre-back Arthur Penny, exciting left-back Junior Tensia, and clinical 19-year-old forward Sean O'Brien, who has 4 goals in 5 FA Youth Cup games to his name. That was a pretty decent write-up, to be fair. I don't know who does this for West Ham's. This is WHUFC.com. Is there a name there? That is a brilliant piece of writing there, to be honest with you. I know it's a West Ham site, but that was a very, very good piece of writing for like a under 23 game. So yeah, keep an eye out on your Twitters tomorrow, and that will probably be popping up in the afternoon. I don't know, probably 2 o'clock kickoff. I'm not too sure. Maybe 1 o'clock. But yeah, we're playing West Ham tomorrow, which should be fun. So anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.